The world had expected silence from BTS members during the final quarters of their military service, but what Jimin has reportedly just done may be the beginning of something far greater than a typical K-pop solo comeback. Multiple fashion insiders in Paris, not Seoul, not Tokyo, not even New York, have now hinted that Jimin has just finished filming what appears to be the final master visual for his 2026 solo comeback, and that the teaser may have already been recorded under strict luxury. Industry confidentiality. NO leaks from HYBE. NO teaser image. Not even a rumor from Korean media first. Instead, Parisian fashion production staff are the ones who broke formation. Something is happening, and it is not small. At exactly 2:19 a.m. Paris time, a respected fashion account known for covering Chanel, Dior, and Hermès editorial projects made a vague but alarming post. A Grammy-nominated Korean star has just wrapped a global visual concept video in Paris. Historic scale, far beyond luxury campaign standards. Within minutes, Army investigative accounts noticed that nearly every official schedule from Dior's Paris head studio had been cleared for the past 48 hours, and only one idol in K-pop is currently the active face of Dior, Jimin. Fans immediately began tracking private airport exits, sealed film logistics, and restricted optical satellite zones used in high-budget ads. This was not an ordinary MV shoot. 3 days before the leak, 3 known Dior directors quietly flew from Paris to Seoul, then back to Paris within 36 hours. NO public mention, NO press coverage, NO Fashion Week involvement. That timeline only makes sense if they came exclusively for a private shoot meeting with HYB or Jimin, and then returned to prepare the Paris location. Even more suspicious. French celebrity photographer duo Mert and Marcus, who have previously worked on Beyoncé, Madonna, and Vogue, followed a Jimin update. Account on Instagram just hours before the rumor broke. Coincidence? It never is with Jimin. There are comeback teasers, and there are eras that permanently shift the direction of music image making, and what's happening now feels like the beginning of the second one. HYB could have easily filmed inside Korea. They could have done it in their state-of-the-art in-house studios in Seoul. They chose Paris. They chose silence. They chose global secrecy. If this was merely a teaser, why were multiple luxury brand executives and motion film directors present? Unless this is more than just an album. It's a cinematic pre-release. 2 months ago, Jimin was quietly spotted entering a private performance space in Seoul known exclusively for motion-captured choreography and classical body control training, something that neither K-pop idols nor regular dancers typically do unless their project involves a film-level performance direction. Ballet floor, black mirrored walls, and smartphone access allowed. Korean fan accounts leaked that Jimin has been mixing ballet, taekwon, and modern performance art for something planned far beyond standard idol choreography. Today's news suddenly makes that detail terrifyingly important. American, Japanese, and French reporters are now quietly emailing each other seeking confirmation. A senior editor at Rolling Stone Asia posted a cryptic X update. When a comeback isn't just a comeback, but a step into legend making. I saw one of the names today. An Italian fashion journalist commented under it, simply writing, "Park Jimin." Both tweets were deleted, but screenshots exist. TikTok, Weverse, Korean cafes. The speculation is going nuclear. He's going to merge fashion film plus live musical theater? Is this secretly tied to a global or cinematic release? Jimin isn't making a comeback. He's reinventing the entire blueprint. In less than 12 hours, #Jimin2026 began trending worldwide, without HYB saying a single word. That is raw, uncontrollable power. Paris isn't just luxury. It's art control. You film in Korea if you want precision. You film in LA if you want scale. You film in Paris if you want immortality. BTS has done billions. Jimin is going for the archives. Every decision being made points to something approaching Beyoncé's 2013 self-titled album Cinematic Strategy, or even Michael Jackson level pre-film mythology. But what makes this mind-blowing is that he is doing this before even officially returning from military service. The era hasn't even started, and it's already historical. Typically, HYB will issue a PR-friendly neutral statement. We cannot confirm anything at this time. Not this time. They are absolutely silent. N-O denial, N-O distancing, N-O fake rumor statement, which, in K-pop terms, is often the clearest sign that the rumors are real but still under embargo. 36 minutes ago, Korean fans began reporting that HYB employees were instructed to prepare the internal base structure for the first 2026 global extended rollout. Not promotion. Not solo comeback. Rollout. That is a term used only for global 360-degree strategic launches. Spotify, Apple Music, Dior, Fashion Week, or Oscars tier partnerships. An OBTS soloist has had this reported before. Not once. And Jimin is about to be the first. French armies, known for their frightening ability to cross-reference architectural interior patterns, have just spotted something alarming. A short 4-second clip from a private booking at Palais Garnier, the historic Paris Opera House, shows a blonde security staff wearing HYB's exact in-house earpiece model. If that is true, it means Jimin did not film in a studio. He filmed inside one of the most sacred performing arts temples in the entire world. Palais Garnier has never been rented by a K-pop idol before. This is where things begin to feel unreal. Jimin has repeatedly spoken in interviews about his fascination with theatrical performance art, referencing both Black Swan and Vienna opera productions, not as fan statements, but as aspirational artistic blueprint. And now, multiple French armies are claiming the exact same golden ceiling architecture seen in a grainy, quickly deleted Instagram story matches the grand foyer of Palais Garnier, a place once reserved for Ballet National de Paris, not K-pop, not even Western pop, pure fine art. Dior normally floods social media instantly the moment any major ambassador visits Paris. Except this time, there was not a single Dior Paris HQ post, even though satellite trackers caught a Dior armored shuttle entering the restricted access zone near Palais Garnier at 3:41 a.m. A Dior Paris employee allegedly sent one DM to a private fan group. We were told not to post anything, not even backstage hands. When luxury brands go completely silent, it isn't coincidence, it's embargo. The highest level. Here's where it becomes bigger than K-pop. A well-respected Korean cinephile noticed that Clara Cullen, a filmmaker known for creating surreal luxury films for Gucci and Cartier, was suddenly in Paris on the same undisclosed dates. She is known for museum-grade cinematic luxury art, not music videos. Her work screens at Venice Film Festival, not YouTube ads. She followed Park Jimin fan archive account 14 minutes after the Palais Garnier rumor started. That is not normal behavior. The narrative is changing. This is no longer Jimin is preparing a comeback. The conversation from Western industry watchers is literally, is Jimin about to cross over into the global fashion art film elite before he even returns from enlistment? Not K-pop domination, cultural ascension. Even respected film analysts are beginning to debate if Jimin is about to position himself closer to Tilda Swinton, Timothée Chalamet, Luca Guadagnino-level artistic space, instead of fighting pop charts. In his last Weverse voice message, the one fans thought was random, chaotic, playful, Jimin whispered a phrase in Korean that many dismissed as poetic metaphor. But after today, everything changes, he said softly, almost laughing. Sometimes. I don't want to come back to the stage, I want to transform the stage instead. And suddenly, that one line now feels like the manifesto of a man who refuses to simply return. He plans to change the world he returns to.